What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back. We are back for another What It Is. Girl, I had to go to the bottom of the barrel, get some stuff. But we here. We're here. Now, honestly, I'm a little annoyed right now because my air is not in here and I feel some type of freaking way. Like, why would you come to... I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to let that slide. Anyway, we back. Oh, girl. Listen, I am so tired. Okay. You wanna know why I'm tired? I'm tired because I gotta get myself back on an actual schedule. So what I've been doing lately, for the past week is I've been waking up a little bit earlier than I usually do for work or whatever so that I can get at least my cardio in before work, and then I get ready and then I go to work. So I do at least 40 minutes of cardio before I go to work, and then I come home and do a little something afterwards. So, I'd be a little tired or whatever, ready to go to sleep and all that stuff. But I'm trying to get myself on a schedule so that I can go to bed a little bit earlier than I usually do. Because, listen, I don't know. That going to bed at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, even 12 o'clock, it just don't suit me sometimes, and I just don't understand it. Maybe 11:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock, that's around the time I go to bed. Around that 10. And that's not good. That's not good. I need to get on a schedule, but especially if I'm waking up early so that I can get my workout in and everything like that, or at least part of the workout in. So, I'm working on that. But we doing it. We hanging in there. We're trying. Anyway, what's been going on with y'all? I hope y'all been good. As you can hear, it is raining outside, and it's been raining all day, which, okay. You hit us with some, hot ass weather yesterday. And then all of a sudden you want to hit us with some cold weather today. Girl, I at this point, I don't even care. But, I hope everybody has been going well, doing good. You know what? A plus and a positive about this week so far, we're starting off. Sinners came out yesterday on digital platforms. It has not been released on DVDs yet, because I did go look to see if it was on a DVD, because I did want to get the, I wanted to get a DVD copy because I still collect DVDs. I'm probably one of the few that actually collect DVDs for my stuff. But yeah, I wanted to get that. But it's not available for, the public. It don't come out until next month for the DVDs. Girl, what? All right. But anyway, and as soon as I get through with this, I'm going to go watch it because I have not watched it yet. Mind you, it came out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I was just tired as hell. That's just really what it was. I ain't feel like doing nothing yesterday. And it was hot. It was hot. Okay? But, let's just get up into it. We're going to start it off a little bit light since we was talking about movies or whatever. Y'all saw that movie Ma with Octavia Spencer, and she was up there trying to be the cool kid. Her grown ass was trying to be the cool kid with them kids that was actually kids of her enemies that was bullying her when she was in school. Yeah, they finna do a part 2. You know what? I seen that earlier today, and I said, bitch, what? It's one of those situations where, now any other movie, I probably would have been like, child, we don't need no goddamn part 2. We don't need no part 2. What the part 2 is gonna be about? Part 1 wasn't enough. I feel that way about Megan, okay? And also Ma, but at the same time, I'm gonna be like, bitch, I'm gonna be up in the theater and I'm going to watch it, me and my sister, because that is our movie. I will never forget watching that movie for the first time. And when she was taking revenge and everything, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, girl, where you been? It's on Tubi. It be on Tubi all the goddamn time. They take it off and bring it right back every time. But that ending when she had drugged everybody for the most part, and she had that one girl, Juliette Lewis' daughter, still, awake and everything. And she was explaining to her what was going on. And that black boy that she painted his face white because she said it was only one of them back in the day. And that was her. She was the only black person in the group. Bitch, I'm telling you, when that shit happened, I died laughing so bad because I really wasn't expecting that, and that to be her reasoning to put that white ass paint on that black boy's face. I said, oh my goodness. So yeah, because of that scene alone, I'm definitely going to go see Ma in the theaters. I'm not expecting it to be anything, so there's that. Same thing with Megan 2.0. I saw that trailer and I said, now, is this supposed to be a horror movie, or is it supposed to be a comedy, or is it supposed to be an action flick, or is it supposed to be a mixture of all of it? Because I was like, this cannot be serious. This cannot be serious. I said, really? But I'm going to go see that too. Okay. So that's that. Now that we got the positive out the way, because honestly, oh yeah. Happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride except for Jojo Siwa. Girl, let me tell you something. Jojo Siwa, you tried it. Okay? One thing about it, I ain't gonna go too hard on it because there is a such thing as a bisexual person, whether people want to believe it or not. I feel like, sometimes now, in this type of situation, when people be like, oh, y'all be bisexual, y'all just greedy. I feel that way sometimes. Okay? You just greedy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do believe, and I do like a couple of bisexual people. I could say some other things, but I'm not, because I don't want to offend. But it be, and I was speaking to somebody who was actually bisexual. Like, literally, it could be a little ignorance. It could be a little phobic. I don't know. But I just be feeling some type of way how the girls will come out and they'll be like, guys to whoever, but most of the girls, because that's the ones that be really comfortable and it really be acceptable, which I don't understand. Let me tell you something. Men can be bisexual too. Bisexuality is not just for one gender, okay? It's for both male and woman, So there's that. But here's the thing. Am I the only one? Or maybe I'm just too gay in this thing. But, like, let's say when a woman come out and she be like, oh, I'm bisexual. Okay. And then they wind up marrying somebody of the opposite sex. Or being in a long-term relationship with somebody of the opposite sex. And I'm like, well, damn, bitch, you might as well just say you straight. I know that's ignorant. I know. But how does that work? What if you in that relationship and you get married to somebody of the opposite sex, and then all of a sudden you be there together with them for like a couple of years, maybe 5, and then all of a sudden you like, damn, I really want some pussy, or I really want some dick. Like, how do you go about that? You just got to push that down? Like, I really want to know, okay, to my bisexuals who is comfortable enough, do y'all be having those conflict feelings? Baby, pick one. Stick to it. I'm so sorry. That's like anyway, that's like the girls coming out and be like, oh, I like girls, and then the next relationship they in with a nigga. Like, come on. But I know. But again, happy Pride, be who you are. Ain't no judgment here. I know it just sounded like I was judging, but it really ain't. Ashley just be fooling, but Ashley be having questions, but Ashley just be fooling. But at the same time, Jojo Siwa, you could have held off. You could have held off for a few more weeks, okay? Before you put that picture up with you and that man. Granted, I don't care, but it's just because it's been sensationalized because of the drama behind it. Y'all know when Jojo Siwa came out and she said she was a lesbian, and then she was going with this girl. She doing music videos and singing songs about being with this girl. Okay, very cringy too, And then all of a sudden she straightened out her ponytail when she got on Big Brother UK and got close to that man. And said it was platonic. Baby, ain't nothing platonic about that. And then on Pride, like the first of Pride, you go put out a goddamn picture y'all laid up in the bed together. I said, damn, JoJo, we already knew, but shit, JoJo, I feel bad a little bit for her little girlfriend because the girlfriend got broken up with either right before they got on Big Brother or right during Big Brother. Girl, I will be pissed, okay? When I tell you pissed, I mean pissed, all right? But, because what you're not going to do, you're not going to play me in my feelings. But I feel like it was some more stuff that was going on. I really do. But, Ain't nothing wrong with that. People be figuring out. I told y'all, sexuality is not just, black and white. It's a spectrum, bitch. It's a whole bunch of gray areas. And you got your opportunity and all the time to figure out what it is that you want. And she young, so it's probably just bisexual. She'll probably cheat on him with a woman. You just never know. You never know. Or he might do her with a man. So you just never know. Anyway, moving on from that. Now let's get into some mess. Where do we want to start? DDG. Oh my God, first of all, I hadn't really heard too much about him after all of this stuff that went down with Haley and him, or I should say Haley and him, and her filing a restraining order. She's getting a restraining order. She got the temporary permanent custody for temporarily while she's going to film over in Italy for the next couple of months. Mind you, it's only a couple of months. It's not, forever and a day. It's just a couple of months, okay? He can't be on the stream with Halo. He can't do none of that stuff. Okay, fine. But what he has done is activated his fans and his bots to go against the girl. Mind you, again, Hallie has yet to come out and give a statement, to post anything about it on social media. Hell, I don't even think she's posted on social media since the news came out about the restraining order, right? So then it kind of quieted down after all that for a little bit. DreamCon happened this past weekend, right? This man was at DreamCon, and the only reason why I know about DreamCon is because Megan Thee Stallion was supposed to be there, and then it was a little controversy over that because whoever was running the DreamCon account was up there, liking those free Tory tweets or comments or whatever, and they have to come back and put up a statement trying to, say that that's not what they're about. But come to find out, somebody was doing that's on that same account the year prior. So it's like, stop lying, and I'm surprised that Megan still showed up because I sure enough would have pulled out. Bitch, I got the money to pay the fine, okay? Because what you're not going to do is disrespect me like that, and then you still want me to show up to bring eyes on your shit? Absolutely the freak not. I feel so bad for her because this is just getting out of hand. It's really we'll talk about it in a second because I'm tired of talking about it, but, developing things. But DDG went there, and I guess on something he said, I dare anybody to come up, because they've been calling him Doodoo. I think on that streaming university or something, one of the streamers called him Doodoo Garbage. Okay, DDG, Doodoo Garbage. And the people have been running with it. He said that somebody come up to I dare anybody come up to my face or whatever and say that to me or whatever. Some dude went up to him and said Doodoo Garbage. And they start fighting. Okay, let me tell you something. I laugh because it's like you really want the people to see that you're this good guy, and that, especially when it comes to the mother of your child, that you're painted in a negative light, and you shouldn't be, but you are giving ammunition and you keep putting things out to prove everything that she has said about you and every negative thing that people have been said about you to be true. You're immature as hell, okay? Why are you fighting because somebody called you doodoo garbage? Okay? Yes, I know words mean things. Sometimes words hurt. But that was nothing for you to lose your cool over, especially given the fact that people have been saying it for a minute. And I understand people are human, but it's one thing for you to fight. It's one thing for your people to fight, but you could have just stood to the side and been like, yo, I ain't telling them to do that. And you could have saved your back for that. But your people and y'all get into the fight over that. And I'm like, wow, you're just proving the point that you can't contain your anger. Okay. You're getting, your first resolve is to go to violence. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody called you doo-doo garbage. Wow. And now you're acting like garbage that you are. But at the same time, you got that, right? And then today, it comes out that he wants to file an emergency motion or whatever to stop Hallie from taking the baby over there to Italy while she's over there, filming. And had to nerve to say, and I think he want to get a restraining order or whatever, but I already saw that that the court had denied, the judge or whatever, they denied his request or whatever that he wanted. So he did all this for naught. But I'm not surprised that he would do something like this, because it's like, well, I did all that I could to try to turn the people against her, and it's not really working. So let me go ahead and file my own thing about it. Mind you, he already knew. He already had this restraining order in place before we knew about the restraining order, right? But here's the thing. He put this out there, and he said, you know, don't want the baby over there with her because she has her mental health issues or whatever. She's not going to be able to handle it. Afraid that her mental health is not going to be able to, sustain handling the baby by herself and all that stuff or whatever. One, and then when you read all the stuff and you see the text messages or whatever, and again, DDG has this thing about trying to shame this girl, trying to make her look bad. But you just go and you show that you are not smart at all. All of this to make her look bad in turns make you look bad, because you're literally proving what she has already said in her filing. So you put out these text messages and you're trying to say that you're scared because of the language in the text messages and how she's threatening, and she's saying that, you know, she gonna leave the baby and she needs you to come get the baby and all of this stuff, and then threatening self-harm and all of that or whatever. Mind you, this is right after she had the baby. And then this is in the time period at the very, like, you're using the baby almost 2 years old, okay? Halo is almost 2 years old. Why are you using text messages and stuff when she was going through postpartum, when she was in the very early stages of postpartum depression? And she has already come out months ago telling us that before all of this came out there, that she has been dealing very deeply with postpartum depression, okay? And so, because she needed help, she had to come to the internet, and she told us, because, you know, you get a lot of advice from other mothers who went through that, you know what I'm saying? Plus, she probably got it from her own family as well. So, you know, she just put it out there, and that is something that people need to know more about. Postpartum depression after having a child is very much a serious thing. I will never forget being in the eye doctor down here in High Park, being in the eye doctor, and this was some years ago. I was a child with my mom, and they had this Ebony magazine. I think it was Ebony or Essence. I'm pretty sure it was Ebony. And it was a story about this black woman who was suffering from postpartum depression, and she jumped out the window, unalived herself. And I bring that up because not only was she dealing with postpartum depression, mind you, they said 3 months after she gave birth, they were still together. After she gave birth to their child, their son, she found out he was cheating on her. Okay? So yes, she's upset. She's going off of that. Plus she got postpartum depression. And then in the text messages, if those are real text messages, because I was like, damn, why are you texting like that? You don't know how to spell? That's neither here nor there. Because I was like, are you sure these are real text messages? Okay. But the format of it and everything. But anyway, basically was screaming out for help. She literally at one point said, I need help. Please come get your son. Me and your son are outside your house. And he trying to say, like, make it seem like she just popped up just so she can be combative and all this stuff, whatever, try to fight him and do all this other stuff. Meanwhile, if you're so concerned about her mental health, and if you want to put that as the proof, how about you put proof for what's going on right now? Because when she filed the restraining order, all the stuff that she was saying in that restraining order paper that we saw in those documents, that shit was recent as of early this year. The baby is almost 2. So what he putting up is a couple of months after she gave birth, going through the very early stages of postpartum. So you're really trying to play on her character. And I don't like this because, again, you know you're weaponizing mental health. And you know that the girl is going through postpartum depression. And I do not like when people play with mental illness like that. This is what I'm talking about when I said he's manipulative. Okay? This is what a manipulator and a narcissist motherfucker does. Okay? You know, things wasn't really going his way. So I'm going to try to further make her look like a terrible person. In turns, I'm going to make you making yourself look terrible. And I don't think he understands that, because You posting up text messages trying to show, oh, that she's threatening to kill, unalive herself, or, you know, her mental health is not all the way there. I'm scared about being around her, whatever. But you're okay with her having your child at that point. She literally brought the child over there so that you can get him, and you wouldn't get him. But you're scared about her might taking you out in your sleep and all of this stuff, whatever, but you won't take the child. So you scared about her taking your life, but you not scared about her possibly doing something to the child, because postpartum depression goes all the way around. Ain't no telling what could happen. Why not just take the baby? And it just goes to show you ain't shit nigga too. You are an ain't shit nigga, especially using postpartum depression, trying to use that against her. That's fucked up, and that's low as shit. And then for the mama to come out and trying to say, oh yeah, you know, she be doing this, she was putting air tags on his stuff, whatever. Bitch, if you pick it on my baby, I'm putting air tags in the bags. Ain't nothing fucking wrong with that. And what really bothers me about this whole situation especially is his mama too. Because again, you are a woman. You are a woman who has given birth more than once. Though he got a sister, how many brothers and sisters he got? He had at least 2 brothers that we know of. One has passed that I recently found out. He has another one, and he has a sister. So you gave birth to at least 4 kids. I'm pretty sure within 4 of those pregnancies, at least one of those, you had problems with postpartums too. And you probably didn't even know it, but you knew that your body wasn't feeling well. You knew that you were not the same person that you was before you had that baby. Because for those that don't know, the woman's body goes through so much. The way that your hormones got to go out of whack and just adjust to bring in life, to be treated the way that you are being treated like this, that's terrible. That's terrible. It takes a lot. Bitch, your organs getting disorganized, okay? Your hormones are just going every which a fucking way, and then you have to get that shit back in order, and it takes fucking time. Like, you literally get pregnant, and you got women out here losing hair from having pregnancies, losing teeth. When I found out your teeth, bitch, when I found out your nipple can fall off, I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. Okay? And you got the nerve to be using that against her? Child, you're just making yourself look foolish, and I believe the judge just say, nigga, please. Okay? DDG, just accept the fact that it's over, it's done with. I need the niggas to just understand it's over, it's done with. Okay? It's over, it's done with. All right? Let these women, and let me just say this. Let me put this out here. And this is for male and woman. Man and woman. Y'all in a relationship, if it's over, let it be fucking over. Let that person go on to whoever they need to go on to, and you go on to whoever you need to go on to. Soak in your own. Grieve that relationship in your own, and in the process of doing that, leave that person alone. Okay? That's what you need to do. All right? Case in fucking point, Offset. You're a bitch. Ain't nothing else to say, really. I can really sum it up to that. He is a trifling ass bitch, and I just don't understand how people are really outside of men. Okay? How are you really siding with him and the things that he has done and is putting, Cardi through? And it's just so typical. You getting your feelings so damn bad because, and I knew it was happening, because every time she posts up with something new about to come out, announcement about to happen, she out here with her new nigga, okay, and then they finally made that, like, I guess Instagram official, because he posted her first. I said, oh. Anyway, I feel like, whatever. But I knew as soon as they posted them pictures that he was going to crash out. He talked about some good PR move or whatever. And then I think he deactivated his accounts after recently having a tantrum about his son having the same braid hairstyle as Stefan Diggs, Cardi's new boo. Mind you, Cardi snapped off last week, basically saying that, nigga, you trying to say I'm a bad mama, but you ain't been around in months. Okay? In fucking months. And then talking about, because of the spousal support and all of that stuff. And again, I don't understand How do you want spousal support? Okay, fine. You know, you're basically telling us that she makes way more than you. And that's just how spousal support goes. But you also want child support, but you want the kids to stay primarily with her. What? What? And I had no idea prior to Cardi getting with him, he really wasn't being a father to his other kids. I said, nigga, bitch, what? See, Cardi, that's where you messed up. I know we like hood motherfuckers sometimes. Because trust and believe, I already told y'all if I was a bitch, if I was a straight woman, I'd probably be with a hood nigga. That's just really what it is, okay? That's what my environment was, and it is what it is. But at the same time, you got to be smart about it, okay? I have to be with one that ain't got no kids, all right? And if you do got kids, you got to be a good goddamn active-ass father, okay? That's just really what it is. I just don't understand it. I don't get it, bitch. I don't get it. And Offset, you can't be upset. Because at the end of the day, what Joni Mitchell say? Because Janet Jackson said, Joni Mitchell never lie. You don't miss what you got till it's gone. And that's literally what it is. And you're the type of person, well, if I'm being miserable, bitch, I want this hoe to be miserable too. That's literally Offset's thing. He's a bitter bitch at this point. I was about to say he's a scorned woman, but he's a scorned bitch. You know, that's really what it is. Because at the end of the day, you have to go home and you got to cuddle up with whoever the fuck it is that you cuddling up, whether it's a bird bitch, a girlfriend, a groupie, or whoever it is. And you laying at night, you sitting there thinking about the fact that, damn, I had a good ass woman who allowed me, who didn't really leave me when she said she was, and took me back each and every time I cheated on her, and I was cheating on her throughout the entire relationship. And the time that she finally get fed up and she packed her shit and she's ready to go, you can't take it. And the fact that she moved on. Remember when he said, "When nobody gonna want no bitch with no 3 kids," and now she got this man all up on her. Granted, do I feel like this is a relationship that's gonna actually last? No, but I'm happy that she having fun. Okay, and that's just really what it is, because he been out there having fun throughout that whole relationship outside of her. And I just don't understand, like, Cardi B literally look like the type of bitch that'd be like, you want to fuck other bitches? Go ahead, I give you permission, we can do them together. She gives that. You saw her on that damn boat. She gives that, okay? And that's all you had to do. But no, you had to sneak around and cheat and all of this other stuff. Like, girl, she beating bitches' asses over you and everything. And I don't know. Like, sometimes you be looking at the shit that be going on in these relationships and make you not want one. You know, I see why some people just stay single and they just fuck around, have their little situationships and stuff. You know, feelings get involved. It gets a little bit too deep. I'll say, get the fuck over it. Okay, you did it to yourself. Moving on from that, what else is going on? Bryant fucking McKnight. If you want the breakdown, I talked about it in full in another video prior to this. It literally said, let's talk Bryant McKnight. So you can go over there and get my 100% raw feelings about this whole situation. But for those that did not see it, I'll give you a little recap. Basically, his son Nico passed away. Now, when all of this stuff was happening, and he was being called out of being a deadbeat dad, you know, and you can't be a deadbeat dad even if the kids are old. And as I keep on saying, it doesn't matter how old your children get, they're still your children and they still need you for as long as you're still alive, okay? Or them, because, you know, you just never know these days. But they still need you. They still need that love. They still need that support. They still just need you and want to be around you and know that you care and know that you're there whenever. You know what I'm saying? And Bryant McKnight coming out after all of this to have his kids basically call him out because they're not understanding what's going on and why you're treating them the way that you're treating them. And instead of just, you know, feeling shamed about it, you double down on it, saying basically, fuck them. They're not my kids anymore. They're products of sin. They're evil. Bryant McKnight Jr., I don't acknowledge that boy. I acknowledge the one I just had with my current wife, okay? And again, I'm going to say this another time, as I've been saying. His wife and his stepkids, I don't care how y'all feel about it and whatever, none of them get respect from me. None of them get respect from me. Granted, who the fuck am I? Okay, who the fuck am I? But Usually I'd be like, leave the kids out of it, leave them out. No, you literally are a woman who is okay with the way that your husband is treating his children. Let your children do something fucking bad or something that he don't like. Watch him do the exact same thing to them and to you. Okay? You think that you're better, and truth be told, it could be. Ain't no telling what the hell is going on over there that got him going through all of this. I don't know. It feels very brainwashy. Okay? It feels very much like, I don't know. Is he in a cultish? I don't know. Because how did all of a sudden do you turn? I ain't never no argument that bad where I can see somebody just basically saying my kids are evil and literally erasing them. And you have your kids literally begging and trying to reach out, wanting your attention, wanting to talk things out, wanting to get your love and everything. And you're literally just denying it. And from what we've seen, nothing that bad happened for you to say that, for you to do that to them, right? And then you as a woman, you being around him and being okay with that. I could never be okay with that. I don't give a good goddamn how old them kids are. Them still your kids. They came from you. You, bitch, I would never. But yet you can show all this love that you should be showing to your kids, to my kids, and then making my kids get in the air of criticism and all that stuff. Oh, bitch, we would have been done. Okay, first of all, we never. As soon as I would have saw the inkling of something like that going on, it would have been over and done with, because I just couldn't. Don't try to prop my kids up and use my kids as a getcha gotcha and a ploy to make your other kids feel bad. Y'all seen when he be putting them posts up, especially like on birthdays and all this stuff and graduations, and he'll be so slick shady with it, and it don't even be slick, it be just right there, basically like, these are my kids and fuck them other ones, without literally saying those, but you could read between the lines real good. Okay, it's just really fucked up. And then your son comes out and he's talking about how he just want things to be resolved, and he wants his family back, he wants his father back, he's going through chemotherapy, he has colon cancer and all of this. And you would think any person whose child is going through it and who is begging for their attention, begging for their love and to come back, did you at least attempt to do something? That man ain't do nothing. He want to come out and he want to say, oh, we tried to help him, we put him on with this, but he didn't want no help from us. I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit. I don't believe that one bit because of the way that you came out previously multiple times and basically denounced them. Okay? That's literally what it is. And then we didn't hear anything from him. And then it came out saying that basically he didn't make amends with his son. Okay? Sources saying that he didn't make amends with him. He didn't reach out to him. Hadn't spoken to him. So you get up and you put out this video of a beach with a bottle of Hennessy in the sand, and you're talking in the background. You can't even show your goddamn face, but you're talking in the background, and basically you come at your brother. First of all, y'all told me the brother was in a singing group. I didn't know that. But the brother was the one who broke the news. Okay. He put a video up and he posted it on TikTok, and I saw absolutely nothing wrong with that video. The only thing that I didn't like about it was it's 3 sides to every story and all that shit. It ain't no 3 sides to shit. Your brother is full of shit, okay? You want to take that 3 sides back now and just say it's your brother, okay? After he done called you out, he said he has a problem with the fact that his brother want to put a video up talking about this on TikTok is self-aggrandizing, clout. Basically, he clout chasing. He using it for his own benefit. I said, what the fuck benefit is he using it for? Because, bitch, had you not said, he not said nothing, we wouldn't have known. Because ain't nobody else say nothing. But the brother eventually came out, and what did he do? He made his post about strictly Nico. You made it about your brother, telling the public what was going on, as if your brother shit talked you. And in the brother's video, he literally said he not getting involved in that. That's their business. He said it's 3 sides to every story, and that's just it. He didn't dog him out. He didn't trash him or nothing and say, bitch, you know you fucking wrong for how you treated your kids and all this stuff, and you're going to go to hell, and, you know, your conscience is going to be fucked up for the rest of your life and karma coming to you. You would have thought that he cursed him to hell, okay? The way that he came in, him talking about something, he did this shit for clout, basically. Like, you did this for your own purpose, your own reasoning. Like, boy, what? Take fucking accountability. He took no accountability in that video. Trying to make it, again, bringing up that, oh, we offered him this, and, you know, we went down to Maui to celebrate him and all this. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe this shit. You know, you can't take, a person who cannot take accountability for their actions, who can't apologize or think that they don't need to apologize for anything, that's a scary person. That's a dangerous person you need to stay the fuck away from. Okay? Bryant McKnight, you have really, truly ruined your legacy. Granted, prior to this, really wasn't nobody talking about Bryant McKnight like that, but we still like the music. Okay? Because you really wasn't in no controversy. You was one of the ones that we went to for some good-ass vocals. Like, your vocals are still on point. After all these years, love songs, all this stuff. Okay? Back at one, bitch. Now you finna start back at one, trying to build that audience back. And I feel like anybody that's still fans of him, which, of course, there's gonna be people that's still fans of him, but that means that you're a fan of deadbeat motherfuckers. You're a fan of terrible parenting. And it's not one of those situations where, because I hate when people, I can separate the person from the music. The person from, no. How do y'all do that? Especially with some of these people, when y'all be like, I separate the person from the music, and you find out that the music that they talking about is talking about little girls. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just saying. Because that's one to one. Now, even with Diddy shit, bitch, I can't even listen to that because all I'm thinking about is, you really abused these women. You really was out here blowing up niggas' cars and shit, and you was out here really trafficking and forcing people to do this and forcing people to do that. It's just it's a nasty feeling that I get, okay? Yeah, you're a legend. Yeah, I liked you back in the day. Yeah, I kind of knew something was off. Bitch, we knew something was off. I'm telling you, when that Halloween party happened and Diddy was joked out, okay? He was coked up and joked out, playing the Joker, okay? And he was on all that shit. Now I know for sure he was, all right? He was too in character, way in character. Y'all remember when he got into it with 2-Bit? That video that came out, and that's 2-Bit from Power 1. Bitch, I'll never forget that. I really want 2-Bit to get up on the stand. Please subpoena him and tell him what happened. Like, why was he coming to? That was the most randomest shit ever. Because, like, what? The nigga from Power? What? Why y'all finna argue? What's going on? Never found that out. But yeah, I just can't separate. Like, I'm so mad Trey Songz is the person that he is now, and we know all of these allegations against him, even if it's an allegation, period. The fact that you put yourself in a situation to get these allegations against you, and it can be proven, like with Trey Songz, that girl that had sued him for pulling down her swimsuit top, he couldn't deny that because that shit was on fucking video. All right? That shit was on video. But he was one of those ones that actually loved his music. His little yodeling ass. Now I can't. Every time I see him, I just be like, ew, you're a predator. Oh my God, allegedly. Ew. Okay? It's one of those situations. It's really one of those situations. Like, I would rather be, and I know this probably sounds crazy, it's one thing to like a person and not know their background. And once I find out that you got some fucked up shit like that, oh yeah, it's nothing for me to just be like, deuces. Okay, I don't support that. But yeah, what are you talking about? Bryant McKnight, you're full of shit. Bryant McKnight, you're not gonna see glory. Okay, you're not gonna see those pearly gates or whatever you believe in. Because no, you are a terrible person. Who would have thought? And he had some of my favorite. There would never come a day you will never hear me say that I want or need to be without you. Baby, just Oh, I hate him so much. Because I love that song so goddamn much. And I love when Alicia Keys did it. Oh, remember when he was on Bryant, all I want to do, all I want to feel. I hate him. Why you gotta be such an asshole? Asshole. You know, I feel that way sometimes about Kanye too. Kanye, let me tell you something, sir. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Because the way, like, I never would have thought. Like, girl, I just... And y'all seen them tweets where he said that, you know, he be going to sleep and he be having dreams about apologizing to Jay-Z. He missed his friend and all that stuff. And, you know, Pusha T and all that, because Pusha T was doing a GQ interview or something like that. I don't know if it was a GQ interview or if it was a podcast or something, and basically said that he couldn't be on good music, or he couldn't be cool with Kanye, because Kanye at this point could see through the fake, that he was being fake, and that, you know, Pusha T did not respect him at all. Don't think him a man or anything like that, and it's understandable. And this is how you got to be careful with the things that you do. And this is why we always advocating for people to get help before it gets to the point where you burn bridges, because whether you're going through a mental struggle or whatever, that's no excuse for you to, you know, come out your mouth and saying nasty things and, you know, doing very, very harmful things and thinking that you're going to get a pass just because you're mentally unstable or whatever. Absolutely not. Some people will give you a pass. A lot of people are not, because there's no excuse, okay? Especially when you have the resources readily available to get and you refuse to, you know? And that's what it is with Kanye. You talked about that man's kid. It's one thing to talk about me, but don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my family. You can go in and you can call me every goddamn name in the book, and that's fine. But once you go ahead and you cross that line and you go into my family, oh, it's over and done with. We have nothing else to discuss. There is no making up. And not only did you talk about the family, you talked about their children. Their children, which in turn had people reigniting the things that people were already saying. You played into that shit. You caused them harm too. And it hurts probably more for them because at one point y'all were cool. I don't know about close, but you were cool enough with him and her. You was on her album a couple of times. You did a whole album, bitch. And I'm so fucking mad because let me tell you something. Watch the Throne was that. This whole time we was waiting for Watch the Throne too. At least I was. I wanted them to go to tour together. And then you fucked it up and did this. It's forever fuck you for that one. Because, man, we could have got some good shit. And we can't get no good shit out of that. God damn, Kanye, you just... Anyway, moving on. What else is going on? Lamar Odom, he owed them people $45,000 in back rent, and he got evicted. Girl, his landlord said it's time to get the hell up out of here. He failed to pay the rent in the first 3 months from January to March 31st. Wow, like people be letting the rent go elapse that much to get to that big number. I thought people be getting evicted if they missed the first week or something like that. How you let it get to 3 months? Huh. That's crazy. Pay them people. You out here paying $15,000 a month? Oh, y'all. You know damn well you ain't making no money like that. What other ventures he out here got? I know he tried to do the sober living house or something like that, but is that turning a profit? Obviously it's not, because you got to vacate. But, well, you better go over there and suck up to Chloe and try to get that shit, since you always mentioning her. That's crazy. What else is going on? Oh, since we was talking about the Pusha T thing, yeah, that GQ article, Pusha T basically said him and his brother, aka the Clips, they got kicked off of Def Jam because they wouldn't take this. I'm so sorry for all this noise, girl. Fidgeting stuff. Y'all like, God damn, bitch. I'm sorry. Don't jump me. But anyway, they got kicked off of Def Jam because they would not remove a verse from their album, from that was a feature by Kendrick Lamar on a song called Chains and Whips. And I guess they was up there saying some things that they didn't want him to say, and they wanted him to basically take out a few words or whatever in the thing, and basically censor Kendrick. And Pusha said no. And so they tried it again, and he said no. And the lawyer came up there like, well, if you don't do this, we're going to kick you off. And he was like, well, obviously you ain't got no power like that, and we still on the label. And then eventually they kicked his ass. They kicked him off the label. I said, that's kind of fucked up. And it sprawled this whole big old debate and this whole conversation because everybody is pointing a finger at Drake. Because remember, Pusha T also had the beef with Drake as well, right? That's another, like, I know people want to say, if you go back and you look at it, people want to say that Drake kind of won that. Pusha won that. Okay? And this ain't even no, type of situation where, oh, y'all just saying it because this whole thing now. No. Pusha, we can probably, would you either say Pusha won or would you say it was like neck and neck? It was neck and neck. And Pusha was on his ass. Remember, Pusha T was the one that put out there that he had a kid. When he dropped that shit, we was like, wait a minute, what? But then that's when Drake said, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kids. Something like that. That classic line. I said, oh, shit. And at the time, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know. I was really liking Drake back then. So I was like the motherfuckers that was like today. Who was like, oh my God, Drake is this, Drake is that. I really said, no, Drake won that shit. He didn't. When you go back and you look at things and you be like, damn, you was just really in your feelings. You was just really trying to, go for the popular dude. And that's really what it was for me. Because he didn't. Now, when he went with Meek Mills, he told Meek Mill's ass up. And I don't feel bad about it. Because I don't like Meek Mills either. Something about him is so weird and so off-putting to me. Okay? And honestly, yeah. But he told Meek Mill's ass up. And I was just like, yeah. So you got that going on. And so, yeah. And it was like, well, now we kind of see. Because we remember on, if you still listen to Gen X. Gen X, bitch. I'll be down there at Soldier Field this weekend on Friday. Oh, I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be fucking tired because I still gotta go to work. But at the same time, I can't even take off. Girl, they've been working me at work so bad, bitch. They've been working me at work because I got a project to do with my job. And I'm doing it with my boss, whatever. And it's not even a bad project. It's so many steps to it. And it's like once you get the flow of it, it's cool and all. It's fun, but it's work. It's stressful. And so I've been doing all of that. So I've been stressed out from that. But yeah, on GNX, on the first song, Whacked Out Murals, it's in one of the verses, he blank out some words that we don't hear. So it's just like that. And so all of that is like, all of this is coming up and talking about censorship. And then it's going back to UMG. Def Jam is under UMG. Mind you, UMG is the house and the home to Drake and Kendrick Lamar. So it's kind of weird, and it's like, who is pulling whose string? And everybody trying to point the finger at Drake, like, and people are coming out with their stories and saying, yeah, he has done some foul shit behind the scenes, trying to get people to not do this and not do that. And then this whole thing about censorship, that is what's happening. Like, you really lost the battle and you decided to sue because you lost the battle. It didn't even have to go this far. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if Drake's going to get any new fans. He probably will, but not as many as he could have. Like, you're about to be 40 soon, okay? And this is how you want your legacy to end up. Put a stain on your legacy. When people talk about this, go back and look at, different battles or your career. This is going to be a huge stain. The fact that you could not take the fact that you lost a battle, a beef battle, like a rap battle. That's just really what it is. When you come into hip hop is about telling your story, telling your experience, having fun, throwing out lyrics if you have them, because not everybody do. And then also occasionally, every now and then, you're going to get into a beef, a back and forth. And it's not something that you're supposed to take so serious to the point where you have to sue. You take your licking if you don't get it, and you keep going. And you come back harder the next time. What should have happened in this beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake is that even if you probably feel like you probably couldn't measure up, I would have rather him just put out another song, and just kept on putting out songs and them going back and forth that way instead of going this route of trying to sue just because you felt that you were defeated. And that just shows that you know that you were defeated. Because why did you go this route? And what's been happening ever since? You put out this album with Party Next Door, and I kind of feel sorry for Party Next Door because ain't nobody talking about him. And then when you put out the single, the one and only single from the album, he puts the video out and it's only him in the video. Okay. And the album literally sounds like leftover Drake songs featuring Party Next Door and not a duet album. Not, two people putting the album together. And then, you got to go overseas to perform. That's fine or whatever. But ever since, people talking bad about you and, just looking at you sideways because all these different stories are coming out about you. And then, they swear Kendrick couldn't sell without this, Kendrick couldn't sell without that. And no shade, this ain't even being on no fan shit. Like, if you just look at the numbers or you look at his history, it's not even the numbers, it's just the history, okay? Look at his career. Kendrick ain't never been one of those artists that want to come out every other year or every year and all that stuff. No, he comes out when he want to comes out, and when he comes out, it makes an impact, and it starts discussion, and it gets the results that he wants. He gets the notoriety, he gets the attention, he gets the sales, he gets the nominations, he gets the awards and all of that. So, like, to say that he, basically this boosted his career and this made people know who he was. People already knew who Kendrick was. And even without this whole Not Like Us and this whole beef, I do feel like Kendrick Lamar definitely would have sold out a stadium tour. And it would have been okay. Like, he definitely could have sold out a stadium tour. And everybody is going to the stadium tour. And they are enjoying it, not just because of one song and not because of one beef. No, the people that are actually going actually like that man, okay? Because I'm not finna pay no money to go see or to hear one song that was real popular. And truth be told, it wasn't the best song in the beef. Not Like Us was not the best song in the beef. It was the most popular one, but it wasn't the best, okay? Compared to the other ones that he put out. Exactly. It was good. But compared to the other ones, one of the other ones, yeah. But it was catchy as fuck, okay? And so, yeah. Who the fuck does that? Y'all be doing that? Y'all will pay money to go see one song? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. And let me tell you something. I had to catch myself since I'm bringing that up because my girl, she's still kind of on restriction a little bit. I gotta loosen up the reins or whatever, take her off punishment slightly, but it's slowly coming back. So she going on a little mini book tour for her little baby, her kids' book. I know, I'm so sorry, y'all. It's anxiety. It's, I always got to have something to do with my hands. I'm so sorry, y'all. Mental stuff. My isms. So she going on a little book tour because she got a little kids book coming out. Her little baby Hazel. Hazel graduated, little preschool or whatever. It's really cute. And Chicago is one of the stops. And she's going to be out here at Semicolon Bookstore on the 25th. Now, the tickets is only $25 because it's really small. She said it's going to be a small book tour. You get the book or whatever, and it's a kids thing. And I literally was thinking like, and you get a photo op. I said, now I want to meet do I really want to do some shit like that? Like, girl, I don't give a fuck about that book. No shade. I'm not going to read it. I don't have a kid. I'm not going to read it. I'm sorry. I'll look at it when it comes through because we get all the new books or whatever. 919 is gonna come through the library system anyway. We're gonna get an order of it. But I was like, damn, should I just buy a ticket so I can get up there and say, oh my god, I seen her in person and got a photo op? I don't give a damn about that goddamn book. But then I said, you know what, Ashley, don't do that. I was like, because I'm just not that type of person. If I want to see somebody, I want to organically see somebody. But I'm not thirsty to see people like that. Even with like, somebody can say, well, you want to see, I do want to see Beyonce, but I'm not thirsty. If that shit happened, it happened. It ain't one of those type of situations where I'm going to go here, go here, go there. Oh, I remember, bitch. The people ain't really like they used to be, and I kind of feel good about that because when I believe it was either the Formation tour or the On the Run tour, probably On the Run or On the Run 2. Either way, no, it was On the Run. One of them tours. They found out where she was gonna be at downtown. Baby, they used to camp out down there like she was shopping on the she was stopping on State Street. She was stopping on the Magnificent Mall or whatever. Baby, they found out where she was staying at and they was camping out and all that stuff. I said, oh my God, y'all still do that, baby? I don't see nobody doing no shit like that. They'll probably do that overseas, but not here. And if they do, stay the fuck away from me, okay? I just cannot be that type of person. And I know somebody that was dedicated to doing all of that. I like people, but god damn, bitch, I want organic shit. I don't want to have to just pop up on you, bitch. Like, I was just walking in there, oh my God, bitch, look at that at the store. I don't want to have to go searching to see where the fuck you at. Baby, I feel like that feels very stalkerish. That feels very obsessive. I feel you might need to go get some help type of situation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have to stop myself. I was like, do I want to do that? Absolutely not. And my anxiety and shit, my personality just would not allow me to do nothing like that. Because I'd be that one that'll fuck around, get a ticket, go there, and just stand there for a good 5 minutes and leave. Not even get the photo opportunity. I really was like, oh my God, she's cute in person, for real, and I walk the fuck out. That's literally me. That is literally me. I don't do shit like that, see? But, I couldn't be a groupie. I'd be a bad groupie. Y'all remember like back in the day, because what y'all done now, for some y'all probably do, but back in the day, girl, it be dedicated groupies that used to like, and I don't know if they call them roadies too, but roadies be with the band. Oh, let me get this out of my eye. Is that a freaking eyelash? You had a dedicated set of groupies that literally would follow a entertainer, artist or whoever, follow them, especially when they're on tour, follow them and go to every place that they're at. Every place they're at. They may not go to the actual tour or whatever, but they go to every goddamn city and they will find where they're at and just be like, I saw them here, I saw them there, and then document all the shit. That was back in the day. That was something that I could never do. I can never bring myself to do no shit like that. I got self-respect. But, yeah. And still don't get noticed. Oh, what? What? If I get noticed, I'll get noticed. Because, I like what you said. Okay, cool. That's fine. Put me on the team some way, somehow, organically. You know what I'm saying? But I do got to start putting myself, I was thinking about that. I was talking to somebody. I have to start putting myself out there for real. And I be seeing this all the time. And you want to know what be happening? My anxiety, I told y'all, and it's so bad. Like, I got to get over it. My anxiety, social anxiety, confidence level, all of that stuff. I bring it up all the time because you know why? It forces me to confront it. It forces me to have to confront it. Because you can't keep living in the shadows. I can sit here and say, damn, I feel so invisible because why does this happen? Why does this happen to this person, that person, that person? But yeah, I've been here and this ain't happened. Well, bitch, what have you been doing? What have you really been doing to put yourself out there? Do you talk to this person? Do you attempt to talk to this person? Do you attempt to that? Or are you really just sitting back and waiting for people to come to you? And as you can see, that waiting for people to come to you, what has that done for you? It hasn't always worked out, has it? Because you're still waiting for people to come to you, right? So you got to push yourself out there. And so I'm on that track. I'm on that. Is the sun coming out a little bit more than it did? Bitch, I've been noticing this because the light was a little bit brighter when I started it. And almost an hour into this video, the sun is a little bit brighter now. And it's almost 8 o'clock. Girl, what? Mind you, this is bright as it's been since this whole day because it's been raining this whole day. But anyway, yeah, you got to push yourself out there. And I got to do, if I want to, get to certain places by a certain point. Or, link up and network with this person, that person, or people be cool with people, get a friend group or something like that, or relationships or something like that, bitch, you gotta put yourself out there. Someone else says something. Well, could it be that people don't want to approach you because you just look like you're intimidating and kind of mean? Do I look mean? No, be honest. Like, I could take it. Am I mean? Do I come off intimidating? Or can I, let me rephrase it. Do you find me approachable? Like, I'm dead serious. Like, be honest in the comments, but don't hurt my feelings. And you want to know what I'm going to say to that? It's because I'm a Capricorn. I just believe, listen, I be sitting there at work and I know I be coming off like I be mean because I can feel it. But baby, sometimes I just can't help it. I be ready. I don't give a good goddamn. I ain't got no problem with nobody. I just be tired and I just be ready to go. I just be ready to go home, okay? Because it's just been a lot. And 9 out of 10 is because my coworkers, or at least one coworker, has just irk me so bad, and it just be messing up my mood. But no, I feel like I'm a nice person. I feel like I'm approachable. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, put that down in the comments. I know, for real, I want y'all to answer that. Anyway, moving on from that. I don't even know what I was talking about previously, but yeah, moving on from that. And this is what I want to say. Savannah Chrisley. Savannah, you better hope your ass don't get sued. The girlies out here suing left and right. And I'm going to need you to stay in your goddamn lane, okay? You all of a sudden want to be Kim Kardashian light, okay? No. At least Kim Kardashian, granted, they try to make it seem like she be graduated from law school, but she really didn't. But at least she attempted to go to some type of classes, some type of business courses, volunteering here, working with this and working with that, getting a little bit of experience. You all of a sudden get so involved and interested in prison reform only because your parents was up in there, rightfully so, meaning they rightfully deserve to be in there. You do what you got to do when you know that you're in denial and that's your parents and you're close to them. You ain't got nothing else to do, okay? And you depend on them, okay? That's just really what it is. So I get it. But at the same time, you not about that life. And you only doing this shit because you're trying to make it seem as though, oh, I'm not just about prison reform and I'm not just all about all of that because I was trying to get my parents out. I'm going to continue to do this because now it's my passion. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. You stepping in a territory that you don't need to be stepping into, and you gonna get your ass cussed out, and you're gonna fuck around and get your ass sued, okay? This whole thing, meddling in this Tory Lanez situation, and then of course you want to listen to people, and it's the thing, I want to do my research. What research are you doing if you're not reading the actual documents, if you're not seeing the actual like, bitch, I just don't understand what the fuck is happening. Like, all of a sudden the Republicans want to pump up in here. Like, girl, get the MAGA fuck up out of here. And at the end of the day, the only person at this point in time that can grant that man a pardon or get him out is the actual governor of California. Because what people need to understand, Tory case is not a federal case. Tory case is a state case, okay? So even if you try to take it to Trump can't pardon that motherfucker. Now, see, Trump said, I don't know how true this is, but I seen the headline, could be clipped back, but again, Trump is a sex offender himself. So therefore, he said he would consider possibly pardoning Diddy if he gets found guilty. Because what? And he can do that because that's a federal. That's federal. It's the same thing how Larry Hoover got his federal time commuted, but the state time's still there. Because that's up to the state. That's up to the governor of the state, right? And Pittsburgh said, absolutely not. So Savannah, I'm gonna need you to stop. Okay? Because at this point, it's getting ridiculous. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It's getting ridiculous. And when it comes to you You literally have a black niece. You have a black niece. And trying to get, all of a sudden, what is it about trying to get an abuser out of jail? And a felon who literally violated the rules of his being a felon. Like, you can't have a gun. You can't be around a gun. Okay? Are we skipping that? And are we skipping the fact that he has a history of being abusive towards women? Take away this whole situation with Megan. This is not the first woman that he has abused or been accused of abusing and all of that stuff. And so you're caping for an abuser of women, of black women. And you have a black niece. So what are you trying? What example are you setting? It's okay to allow your abuser to not face the consequences. It's okay to just sit in silence when you're getting abused or whatever. That's what you're trying to show? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of y'all that's over there getting y'all heads knocked in. Especially in the MAGA shit. Because, you know. But I'm going to need Savannah to just stop. Okay? Just go and enjoy your father and your mother. You missed so many years with them. Why are you concerning yourself with this? Okay? It's all propaganda at this point. And that's all I'm going to say. Moving on from that. And you better calm your daddy down before Trump take that pardon away from him. Y'all saw that press conference that he did. Bitch, that motherfucker got up there and he said, you know what? Me being up there in the prisons or whatever, I can see that it's some discrepancies and it's some unfairness and it's unequal shit that's going on. The prisoners be unjustly targeted or whatever and treated unfairly because they black. And now the things that I could do, they can't do. And I can get away with a whole lot of shit because of my white skin and my white privilege. I said, bitch, what? I said, you better calm down before Trump take that shit away from your ass and throw your ass right back up in there. And then because of that, everybody like, oh my God, I like Todd. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay, he just saying that because he got a nigga up in there. Did I say that? Because as you hit with, Savannah was like, you know, and the people want to say that, I slept with him. I slept with Trump or something like that just to get the pardon or, you know, offer that. And then she was like, that didn't happen. But then before she could say that, Todd was like, I mean, I would. Oh my God, I hate that motherfucker be still be making me laugh though. Okay, like girl, why y'all have to do that? Cause I swear to God, I'm just gonna be real with you. Now, had they got out of prison or whatever, I still would have watched their show if it wouldn't have came out that they was Trump. And yes, I'm one of those people. I just can't support that. I can't support that because I don't support people that support that. I don't. And then this motherfucker had the nerve to tweet out on his little social network that he on or whatever, talking about some tariffs are making the economy. Tariffs, because of the tariffs, the economy is booming. Bitch, people are losing their jobs. What are you talking about? I want to be, oh my God. That man is in the world of delusion. Like, everything is high. Y'all, can I ask a question? I'm going to have to look it up. Y'all be getting them pre-boiled eggs? So when you get them, you know, one time I had took one of my mama's a while ago, and it you know, I just had a negative experience because they already, you know, hard-boiled, right? And you just buy them from the store, and they like 6 in a pack or whatever. And so, you know, since they already cooked, like, bitch, how you heat them up? You got to heat them up on the stove? Because I did put them in the microwave one time, and that shit exploded in the microwave. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? So how am I supposed to fucking heat up the egg? I'm going to have to look that up. Don't, you listen, I have questions. I'm okay. You know, when the teacher says in school, when they say in school there's no dumb question, please treat this like that, because I really want to know. By the time I get off here, I'm probably going to look it up, but that's, because I got a bag in there. You know, I'm trying to eat more protein, put more protein in my diet, you know, as I'm working out and all that stuff. It's, Lord, it's a lot. Like, you know, you're supposed to eat a certain amount of grams. Something you don't realize when you are really, it be a lot. You be trying to keep up. God damn it, then get into a calorie deficit. Anyway, we're gonna get through this. Mind you, I'm sitting here and my stomach is growling. And it's almost 8 o'clock. Girl, I only ate one meal today. Oh, I know that's bad. That's bad. I'm trying. Zion Williamson, sir, I don't know what to tell you. All of a sudden, somebody came out saying that basically they finna file a lawsuit against him for sex essay and R word. You know what I'm saying? And, I was like, who is this? This got to be that Mariah girl. That Mariah Mills girl, the porn star. She already showed us, and I hate to say this. In this case, do I believe that he did anything? I don't put anything past anybody at this point. But if I was to give a percentage of how much I think that he possibly did something, 35%. Well, take that back. 15% that he could possibly have did something to her. She gives me very much vindictive tease. She gives me she's mentally unstable. When this whole situation first came out, and do you remember the rants, the multiple text messages, Twitter posts that she was going, all them tweets, and it was for days and days and days trying to get this man done in, right? And she was just going off, oh, I got a sex tape of you, we gonna put it out. Okay, put that shit out. Niggas don't really care about sex tapes, I feel, unless he up in there, you fingering his booty hole or something, and that shouldn't even feel no way, because hey, you like your G-spot jiggle, then that's fine. You like your prostate jiggle. But, what? I know y'all remember that. And then, for some reason, her Instagram account keep coming up in my For You, when it's on the For You page. I don't like to talk about people like that, but clearly, if somebody can do that to their body, they are not all the way there. It just looks so heavy. The thighs and the legs definitely don't match. It's beyond ant booty. And it's just so heavy. And the tits and the ass. And then they said that she was trying to get Tony Busby to be her lawyer. And he had to come out. I said, not him coming out and saying absolutely the fuck not. Him of all people, ambulance chaser. He said, you know what? I got into enough trouble already. Lamar, I'm still dealing with this Jay-Z shit. And no, I'm not representing her. We looked at the case and I just said absolutely not. I was like, goddamn, girl, Zion Williamson, you just need to get your shit together too. That's really all that it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that one. Lil Wayne going on tour, allegedly, because his album's supposed to be dropping Friday, tomorrow night. Girl, I don't give a damn. I would never pay to go see no Lil Wayne. No shade. I still like Lil Wayne for the most part. Old Wayne. Okay. Cardi 3 is my shit. But, I would never go see him perform live. T-Pain, on the other hand, he's about to go on tour. And I'm definitely going to try to get a ticket for that. T-Pain is a good time. T-Pain is a goddamn good time. I'm gonna give a fuck. I will be there. Some way, somehow. Also, y'all heard the... I never talked about it, but y'all heard of the turkey leg hut out there in Houston, Texas? I remember first hearing about them when they said that a dress code was enforced. You can't come in with streetwear or something like that. Mind you, you're eating big ass turkey legs. And these are black folks, right? And then it came out saying that the owners were getting divorced. The wife couldn't stand the husband and all that shit. Then it came out saying that they was bankrupt. Then it came out saying that they closing the thing down and permanently. And then the latest then it came out that the husband owner, he wound up getting some people, paying some people to set another restaurant that I guess was kind of like competition, set that bitch on fire. And had them on tape doing it. Then it recently came out saying not only was they selling turkey legs up in that goddamn place, they were selling drugs too. I said, what? So basically, it's this production company that is about to do a documentary on the rise and the fall of the turkey leg hut, and they are trying to get it to the platforms by August. And you know who's gonna be sitting there looking at it? Me. Okay, because I love a good documentary, and I just said, God damn, that's a mess. That's a mess. Prayers up for Dwight from our Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all remember Dwight? A fashion show with no fashions. How tragic. So Dwight came out, 64 years old. Kind of found out he was out here doing some tests and some shit, and he has prostate cancer. I'm so tired of cancer. He got prostate cancer. Girl, I didn't know he was living with HIV for the past 30 years or so. Well, he's 64. He said he got HIV in the 80s. And he said something I seen where it was like, didn't know that he had prostate cancer because they was looking for something else or whatever, given the fact that he had HIV, and that's not really what they was looking for because of the symptoms and all that stuff. I don't know. And then they wound up finding that, yeah, he had prostate cancer. I feel so bad for anybody that had cancer. Listen, Jessie J. No. I love that clip. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That bitch. No. Girl. Anyway, mama got breast cancer. Early stages, though. Early detection for breast cancer. I said, God damn. Did we just lose somebody to cancer last week? Or did somebody just come out? Biden got the prostate. Dwight got the prostate. Jessie J got the cancer. I'm tired of cancer. Like, I really am. Eradicate it some way, somehow. I'd rather you spend all the money in the world trying to get a cure for cancer than all this other bullshit that y'all doing. Like, all right, God. And then Rihanna daddy died. God damn. It's just, and he was 70, I believe. That is young. Y'all know, that's old young. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a good 15, 20 years. He could have. 70. Rest in peace. I feel so bad. And she pregnant. That's sad. That's real sad. Update though. Smokey Robinson. I guess y'all gonna give us an update each week. Kind of found out. Oh, Smokey Robinson, for the people that was like, well, damn, bitch, I ain't never heard nothing about no Smokey having no claims against him ever. Me neither. And ever since these goddamn filings against him and this lawsuit by them 4 housekeepers, baby, they going into his past, and they come to find out he was investigated in 2015 for alleged sexual abuse. I said, oh my God. What? And it was by somebody else, not one of these housekeepers. It was by somebody else. I said, oh my God. They couldn't charge him with nothing because it wasn't, the person didn't have enough evidence, I guess, or it wasn't sufficient enough for the court. But oh my goodness, he did have a sexual assault, abuse, investigation in 2015. Baby, they really trying to take Smokey out. What's done in the dark comes to the light. Speak up. Kimora Lee Simmons' ex-husband, that white man, Tim Lesnar, yeah, he in jail for 2 years now. He was out here playing around with the money, okay? He was tied to the $2.7 billion fraud scandal that had bribes, kickbacks, and lavish spending. I mean, it would say he used to work at Goldman Sachs, okay? And basically, he went to prison on Thursday. He got sentenced to 2 years for his role in the multi-billion-dollar IMDb corruption scheme. He pled guilty in 2018, and he just not getting his sentence. He just not getting his sentence in 2025. What? He pled guilty to conspiring to launder money and violate anti-bribery laws. Admitted to helping loot over $2.7 billion from Malaysia's sovereign wealth fund, along with financier Jean, Ho Lo, the same one that got prize fucked up. You have got to see this document. It's a docu-series about these people that did scammer teeth, that biggest scams or whatever. I think it's either on Netflix or it's on HBO Max. Either one of them. And that's the first time I heard about this. That motherfucker was scamming. I said, what? And mind you, everybody who was in conjunction with him, most of them, they honestly did not know that what he was doing was wrong, because it looked legitimate as fuck, right? So he getting them caught up. Mind you, everybody else is getting caught, getting charged. You saw Pross got charged with shit. I think he about to go to jail or something like that. You got Tim Lesnar. He going to jail for it too. Bitch, this motherfucker who put it out there, the originator, the mind behind it, the mastermind, they can't catch his ass. They have yet to catch him. It's like a ghost in the wind, okay? I said, damn, fucking up everything. And this motherfucker used to work with Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs? What? He pocketed over $50 million worth of kickbacks while financing his extravagant lifestyle and the production of the Wall Street. That was a good movie too. Let me tell you something. Goldman Sachs. I don't know. For those that work business minded like me, and you go in business, I will tell you this. Business world got some good ass scandals, okay? And for me, my top scandals were the whole situation that happened with Imran, okay? Because that's a Chicago connection too. Jeff Skilling, I think it was Jeff Skilling. His brother used to work, I think his name was Tom Skilling. Either way, he was a weatherman on WGN back in the day, all right? WGN Chicago News. Yep, that was his brother. Was playing them people in that energy shit. I never forget when they was out there doing them rolling blackouts. Y'all got to look at the movie, the documentary on it called The Smartest Guys in the Room. Imran. I will forever. Ooh, that was one of my top. I always look to that. Bitch, because I said, how the fuck, like, they are playing around. Mind you, they ain't had that money. They were taking money that they didn't have, putting it in different accounts, giving California and other people rolling blackouts just to get money and raise prices and shit like that. Bitch, what? And all those people and then did all this shit when they was private. And when they finally put the company public and the stocks were going up, them stocks went down as shit, bitch. When all of this shit found out that they was trading money that they ain't even have, they was up here taking money, fucking around with other people's shit, and all them people got laid off. Got laid off and left with nothing. Meanwhile, the owners, the head honchos, the CEO, CFO, president, vice president, they leaving with millions of dollars in their severance package. What? In a couple of years in jail, a few years in jail? Are you serious? And then they come back out and you still got that money and you living comfortably? Bitch, I will be writing, okay? That was one. The housing bubble. Bitch, when that shit bust, oh my God. And then the shit when Lehman Brothers and I think it was Goldman Sachs, all that shit went down. 2008 was a bitch. 2008 was a bitch, okay? Yes, those are some scandals for your ass. You know, business has its moment where it's really fun to watch. Okay? But, yeah. I just want to put that out there. You know, I like it sometimes when my business degree actually comes into handy. Because sometimes I be like, damn, bitch, you really got this business degree. I mean, you got your job with it, but what are you really doing with it? And then I get to flex a little bit like that. Oh, that's cute. And then I go back to being like, bitch, what the fuck I get this for? I got to pay all this money back for this goddamn loan. Fuck that loan, okay? That type of situation. That's where it's at. But, you know, I just want to throw that out there. Also, Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's widow. She's not pregnant. And I'm going to just put this out here. I really hate this mindset that people have holding these people, these men specifically, in such high regard, thinking that the person that they were with when they passed can no longer be with anybody else. If Lauren London wants to go out and get her a relationship, because at this moment in time, I don't think she wants one. But when she decides that she wants one, she can go do that. And she shouldn't be judged or anything for it. Vanessa Bryant wants to go out and get a relationship with somebody. she shouldn't be judged for doing so. Because at the end of the day, it don't give a damn if you're Kobe Bryant, if you're Nipsey Hussle, if you're whoever. Why the fuck? Because if their wives would have passed away on them, if their spouses, their partner would have passed away on them, they will still be out here fucking around with a different bitch. But y'all want the woman, the wife, the spouse, the partner, you want them to be hauled up and turned into a nun and not have any other affection for anybody else and be lonely and be by themselves forever? Absolutely the fuck not. And like somebody said, y'all want them to continue to be loyal to somebody. No shade, because I said, we like Kobe, but he had his ways. Nipsey, we know damn sure he was cheating on London. Okay? And that's just really what it is. You want these people to be loyal to niggas in death who are dead, who couldn't even be faithful to him while they was alive. No shade, because y'all know Kobe cheated. Okay, that whole scandal in itself was fucked up. But and damn sure Lauren London Nipsey wasn't being faithful. Like, just be real. Okay, if you not gonna stay single when your wife die or your girlfriend passed away or something happened to him like that, you're gonna eventually move on. And it's okay and it's natural. Ain't nobody gonna judge you for it because that's life. You don't need to close yourself off to the possibility of having a companionship or whatever type of arrangement that you want to have. And even if Vanessa Bryant was going to be pregnant, let's say she would have been pregnant. And what the fuck were you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. Let these women be happy, okay? And stop these ridiculous ass goddamn stipulations and standards and shit. Fuck out of here. If you can't apply it to the men, don't apply it to nobody else either, okay? Also, Nikki Gilbert, bitch. Karma for that ass. Now, how dare you gonna come out? I hate people that you can tell people who are girls. You come out and you try to apologize to Tory Lanez last week or the week, I think it was last week. You double down on it and try to say you was too quick to call him out. What? Even with all the shit now, you gonna say that? Only for it to come out this week that now you have to owe $170,000, which we know you don't have. Because if I ain't got it, bitch, I know you damn sure ain't got it. You owe that to Lionsgate. You got to pay their legal fees. Lionsgate. That's petty as hell, but that's legal. Okay? That's the legality of it. You got to pay them because of that lawsuit that you tried to put against P-Valley and them trying to take your Kid and Cabaret idea, which is not original, but okay. And so now you got to pay them the $170,000. Now you in your feelings about it. Now you want to take a social media break for a few weeks or whatever. Girl. And now I feel like this is the reason why we haven't gotten P-Valley yet. Season 3. We haven't gotten that yet because it was holed up with this. Hopefully that is the reason. Katori, because your ass been on social media and you be posting shit and you just be living your best life, okay? Now, bitch, if this was the reason and the hold up, y'all need to get to work. Because I already seen that y'all had the shit wrapped. I know I'm not the only one. Is this some type of deja vu or type of something where Mandela effect or some shit? I know I seen on social media that they was having a rap party, like months ago. Even I think it was last year, at the end of last year or something, or the beginning of this year. They had a season 3 rap party. Because they posted, Katorian was posting about it, right? I know I seen that shit. So the season is done. Maybe they was being held up or putting that shit out there because of this goddamn lawsuit from Nikki Gilbert. Oh, and if that's the case, you bitch. Half of us don't even remember what the fuck. Diamond is dead in that car. He been in that car so goddamn long. Bitch, can't even get Mississippi out of goddamn jail. Okay? Fuck. Anyway, moving on. And the last thing I want to say, y'all tried the Popeyes. What's in a chicken wrap? I found it so funny Popeyes put out a chicken wrap. Well, they got 3. They got original, they got a spicy, they got a honey mustard. It's always a honey mustard up in there. Put a honey mustard, bitch. You can't go wrong. I will never fucking forget when I ordered a chicken wrap, a honey mustard chicken, 2 honey mustard chicken wraps from Burger King when they had their chicken wraps. I don't know if they still got them because I haven't been to Burger King in a long time. I've cut out a lot of fast food. So it's been a minute. But I will never forget the last time that I had went there and I had got 2 honey mustard chicken wraps. I eat one of the honey mustard chicken wraps. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I bite into the other one and I said, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't take it back. I bite into it again. I said, now why this sweet tangy? What the fuck is this? And then something said, Ashley, open up the wrap and tell me this is not what I think it is. They gave me a mustard chicken wrap. I opened that bitch up and it literally was mustard on the chicken strip. I was disgusted. I'm not a mustard girl, okay? I'll do it if I have to, but if, like, say you want to get a hot dog, you want to put some mustard in? Absolutely not. You want to get a burger, like, if it already comes with mustard on there, I'll deal with it, but if I have to choose, no, don't put that shit on there, okay? You're not going to find mustard in my refrigerator. I said, oh my God, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Okay? Like, how can you go wrong with a chicken wrap, to be quite honest, you know? It's just whatever batter you use with your chicken. You know, it's literally a chicken tender put on a goddamn tortilla. Crispy chicken wrapped in a tortilla. With 3 cheeses, bitch. It's the fact that y'all been using that goddamn song from Burger King for the Popeyes chicken wraps, okay? That has me dying. But at the same time, Popeyes chicken wrap, I did break my little fast food fast, and I did go and I got a chicken wrap. It was good. It was good. I mean, like I said, how do you fuck up a chicken wrap unless you don't know how to season your chicken? Okay, so yeah, it was good. It was good. It was decent. And since all of the talk about the chicken wraps came out the other day, all of a sudden McDonald's want to put out a post talking about something. Okay, you know, your cries have been heard and everything. The snap wrap was coming back in July. I think July the 11th, nigga. And then Popeyes and McDonald's was going back and forth on Twitter. That should be so fucking funny when the restaurants be going back and forth at each other. I said, who is running these goddamn accounts? It'd be so fucking funny. Okay? But at the same time, I said, McDonald's, you really was ahead of the game. I ain't gonna hold you. Because some snack wraps was the shit, bitch. All right? At one point in time, I didn't go to McDonald's. This is when I used to go to McDonald's because I don't go to McDonald's like that. I'm like, I haven't been to McDonald's. I have to have a craving for it. And if I do have a craving for the McDonald's, it'll be for the chicken nuggets. Granted, I don't know what type of meat it is, but if it's meat, you know, I go for the chicken nuggets, okay? I don't even like the fries like that no more. So that's just showing you how my taste bud has changed. But back in the day, bitch, we used to go for the chicken wraps. I used to get those chicken wraps all the goddamn time. I said, oh my God, they were so good. They were so good. And I said, why the fuck did y'all take them away? What was the point? What was the reason? Okay? And now you want to bring them back just because Popeyes came out with some bomb ass goddamn chicken wraps? You ain't want to bring them back when BK came out. Y'all said, oh, BK ain't stunning on nothing. Hell, Arby's got fucking chicken wraps. And them bitches good too. That's the only thing I eat from Arby's. I know. I said, who the fuck keeping Arby's in business? You know, but I had tried it out and I said, well, shit, bitch, these chicken wraps for me are. Okay? And them french fries with cheese. Okay? I love a good cheese and, you know, I'm lactose intolerant like a bitch. I will put myself through some shit for some cheese fries. There it is. Okay? So, I was like, yeah, you said all them hoes ain't stunning on that. But then Popeyes came in. You felt like you ain't really had no competitions out there, so you ain't really have to come back just yet. Popeyes came through and said, bitch, what? And you said, oh, shit. And so you had to come back with the chicken wraps next month. And now y'all want to be beefing on social media like that? That is so unprofessional, but I love it at the same time. This is called marketing. okay? This is called marketing, because now you're going to have people going to check and see, oh, y'all going back and forth. Let me see if Popeye's really that bitch, okay? Let me see what the issue really is. Let me test that. Okay. And then let me try it out when, McDonald's, you was talking all that shit. You better live up to it. You better live up to it. And so, let me tell you something, McDonald's. I'm going to go get you a little snack wrap. I don't even go to your establishment like that. Mind you, I work right, the McDonald's headquarters right in my area. I'm going to get you a little snack wrap. And if it doesn't taste like the original snack wrap, meaning if y'all change the recipe of the flour on that goddamn seasoning on that damn chicken wrap that y'all used to coat the shit, it's going to be over for you. It's going to be over for you. Because we waited that long for this. What? You did all of this on this social media for what? You better live up to the hype, okay? Now, let me tell you something. While y'all going back and forth, I'm finna throw something out here. Girl, back in the day, KFC, I know the people like, oh, I love, fuck KFC. It's always Popeyes. Bitch, it was always KFC over here, okay? I do KFC in a minute, till this day. But Popeyes, I have to have a strong feeling for it, But here it is. KFC used to have those 20-piece wings. Them 20-piece little chicken wings, barbecue, honey barbecue, regular. Oh, and then the barbecue used to be sauced up so good. The box used to be sauced up. You literally had to have a towel. Not no paper towel, bitch, a towel, because that shit was going to get everywhere. And it be seeping through the goddamn box, and you can just smell it. And it's just, like, I can smell it now. Bring them bitches back, KFC. You brought them back temporarily. Bring them hoes back permanently, okay? You brought them little sauced up nuggets. I don't even eat that. I don't even eat KFC like that no more. But you brought that back. Okay, well, why you just couldn't bring them wings back? Them 20 pieces used to go hard, bitch. Okay, me and my mama used to get them all the time for us, baby. We eat that shit. Okay, that's probably why we fat now. But anyway, also, KFC used to have the chicken wrap. Y'all got them little chicken wraps. KFC used to have a fucking twister. The twister chicken wrap. Look that shit up. It was a big bitch. Okay, it was a big bitch. And then it was, bitch, you only needed one. That's how big that bitch was. You only needed one. And the potato wedges with the original seasoning that they had on that bit. Now, if KFC bring that twister back and they bring them goddamn wings back, it's a wrap, bitch. It's a fucking wrap. Okay? Why y'all up here fussing on Twitter? KFC, you can do something real great right now. But I really want to put that out there. Anyway, you know what? I really stopped eating fast food like that for the most part. If I do want to eat out, I have to eat at like an actual restaurant. Like, I can't do a Burger King, a Wendy's, a McDonald's, Taco Bell like that. Even Taco Bell. Shit don't taste the same. I don't really be having a craving for it. Like, give me something that's going to be less processed. Okay? But I've been doing good for the most part. But I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, I hope everybody has been doing well. Thank you guys for, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Again, if you graduated, happy graduation, happy birthday. It's Gemini season. Lord have mercy. Which personality are we getting today, bitch? I don't know, okay? Yin or the gang? Give me a mixture. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. And enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. Please be safe out there. And if I see you again, I hope I do. Have a good one. Peace.